Good evening to one and all. Welcome back to the today's session organized by All India Homeopathy Students and Youth Association. Today we have our guest speaker, Dr. Shanthi Narayanan ma'am. We welcome you ma'am. We welcome all the participants. So coming on to the today's topic and entrepreneurship in homeopathy, how to start how to start small and dream big. This is the topic by the guest speaker ma'am. So coming on to the introduction regarding the speaker ma'am. So ma'am is a professor from the Department of Organon of Medicine from Vinayaka Mission Homeopathy Medical College and Hospital, Salem, Tamilnadu. Ma'am is also a PhD scholar from Vinayaka Mission Research Foundation, and we welcome you ma'am. We welcome you all the participants. Session is all yours ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you for introducing me. And good evening to all. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening to all. I'm Dr. Shanthi Narayanan, professor in the Department of Organon of Medicine, Vinayaka Mission's Homeopathy Medical College and Hospital, Salem, Tamilnadu. And I do welcome to this session on entrepreneurship and homeopathy, how to start small and dream big. I'm really excited to share insights that can help you think beyond the clinic and towards creating a meaningful impact. Shall we move on to the slides, please? Yes? Shall we move on?
Yes, ma'am. We can see the slides, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So coming to the introduction. So why entrepreneurship is important in healthcare? Why is it necessary? Because in today's fast-moving world, healthcare needs more than just good doctors. It needs some visionary thinkers who can create solutions, expand resources, and build a sustainable practice. So this is why entrepreneurship is needed at present. And why it matters for homeopaths, because being a skilled homeopath is no longer enough, right? Instead, the real opportunity lies in blending a clinical expertise along with entrepreneurial thinking. Is it so? So as homeopathy gains more attention, there is growing space for practitioners to innovate, whether through private practice or through digital consultations or through some products which has been given out to the market, or through public education, through awareness programs. And students and young homeopaths have an unique opportunity to share the future of the system with an entrepreneurial mindset. So for a homeopathic consultant, this is also the need at the present hour. So why entrepreneurship and homeopathy? Nowadays, there is a rising demand for holistic health, right? And patients are seeking for a natural treatment, where ours goes with a natural treatment and without side effect. And there should be free side effect treatments. Growing awareness of lifestyle based, and also they are in need of a preventive care. And at present day, there is a need for innovation and its access. Many areas are still lack quality homeopathic services. And scope for online consultations and mobile clinics and digital tools are still now lacking, right? And though online consultations are developed, it is not consistent actually, even mobile clinics. So I can see patients who are saying that weekly doctor will be coming, but actually this week he didn't turn up. So mobile clinics also are not consistent. Independence and impact, be your own boss and create a practice aligned with your own values. Of course, it's true, because certain people will be having certain values. As far as I am concerned, I always think people below poverty, those who are in the below average life leading. So I never get fees from them. So I have certain values. And in my clinic, I can practice that, right? So being a clinic and being the boss of our clinic, we can create our own identity and making a difference in your community while building a legacy, of course. So aiming for something big, I need to make some difference from others in the community. And mindset of a homeopathic entrepreneur. Actually, I'll tell you my story relevant to the topic so that you can understand in a far better way. Actually, I was passionate about practicing homeopathy with a purpose, that is to do service to the poor. So that was the purpose. But mindset of a homeopathic entrepreneur, it turned up as the days moved on. While I started practicing after completing my BHMS, it was like opening up a clinic is enough for me. But when I started a new clinic recently, it was my mindset was a homeopathic entrepreneur because passion alone, entrepreneurship starts with mindset, and passion and purpose are your biggest strength. They keep you going through tough times actually, but passion alone isn't enough just to go ahead, right? So love for healing and a strong why behind your work, the purpose I see. Deep belief in the power of homeopathy. Even a one dose of medicine can cure. And growth mindset, openness to learning, adapting and improving ourselves. And really, only after developing all these qualities, you can turn ideas into a successful venture actually. View challenges as opportunities to grow. So we'll have to look in for an opportunity. And you should be taking risk, calculated risk taking, willing to step out of your comfort zone. Being in a comfort zone, you can't even go near success, right? So making smart, informed decisions even when situations are uncertain. So all these things you should be ready proceeding forward. And identifying opportunities in homeopathy. So starting our own clinic, it is traditional but still powerful. Build a local trust and a long-term patient base. And online consultations is necessary nowadays because reaching patients beyond your city limit or country to country, you need online consultations, which is flexible, low-cost startup model. So I'll come to the point in later slides why I said as low-cost startup model. And telemedicine and homeopathy use apps and video calls to expand access. Great for chronic case follow-ups and second opinions. This will be very useful. And telemedicines are also popular now. Yes, coming to my story, opening up of my clinic in 2007 and 2022. After completing my UG degree in 2007, I've been practicing at home and I was working as a medical officer in a reputed institution. And there in 2007, I had a gut to put up a clinic and start practicing. So Dr. Hahnemann Homeopathy Medical College Principal Dr. Subramaniam sir came and he was cutting ribbon for my clinic in 2007, May 2nd. So at that time, I needed only 10 into 10 square feet of space for my clinic. And there were no rules that I should register my clinic and all the instruments should be present in the clinic. No such things. And hospitals, which is attached to medical colleges, had certain norms according to NCH. But at that time, we never registered our clinic also. But in 2022, in later years, I have been in this clinical profession for the past 25 years after completing in 2005. So in 2022, I became an entrepreneurial homeopath. Why? Because things were changing and situation, circumstances, as days moving on, everything got changed. So from Shanthi Homeo Clinic, I have been practicing. I'm running up 2 clinics now, one in Amapet and one in Ayodhya in Salem, Tamilnadu. And I changed my clinic name as Amudu Homeo Care and Research Center. The title of my clinic even says a strong foundation that I'm interested in research work, right? So this is how you just make up your mind in an entrepreneurial way. Why I'm saying this? Because I started as a small, paying a rent of 800 rupees. And when I set up a clinic in 2022, I invested 8 lakhs for my clinic. So I printed my own clinic case sheets, my own ID cards, and also advertisements in FM as well as in local newspapers. And also, I just had 2 camps in a month, so I need to spend a lot. And the interior decoration as well as the outlook, everything. So things have been changed. And for young homeopaths who are about to open up a new clinic, started with a great confidence and you will really achieve success. And I'm damn sure that you will reach some heights. Why? Because in 2007, it was a small clinic, 10 to 10 square feet. I started up a clinic. And in 2022, I was able to invest 8 lakhs in my clinic, right? So with that confidence, I'm more confident and I always appreciate practicing homeopathy and growing up as days are growing. And this is my short story regarding my entrepreneurial homeopathy. Identifying opportunities in homeopathy, product development. Create your own range of remedies, supplements, or health products. So white label opportunities available. White label opportunities in the sense the chance of for a company to sell a product or some service under its own brand. So whatever production I'm doing it, I'm selling it to some other company under their name, but I'm doing a business with them, right? And education and content creation, launch an online course, whatever, according to our experience, we can go for a course and write books or create a YouTube or an Instagram content, because I have an YouTube and an Instagram. Position yourself as a thought leader. Of course, thought leader in the sense like a person who views are to be taken in an authoritative and influential way. So when a doctor says something, people are believing that. So be honest in whatever you say to the society. And identifying your Nike. Nike is something like a job or a position that is suitable for you, right? That helps you to stand out in a crowded market. It positions you as a specialized, not just another general practitioner. After so many years of clinical practice, people are now identifying me for women care, right? And as I go for an awareness speech regarding cancer awareness for children as well as for women, many women cases are into my clinic now. Why? Because the position you being playing as a specialist, patients are more likely to trust someone who gets their specific problems. And being a female doctor, I could help them through homeopathy to get a good health care. Examples of homeopathic night, a new thing what you can adopt is holistic care for children without harsh chemicals. So being a pediatric clinic, you can open up a pediatric clinic, right? You can open up a good cardiac care clinic and a special clinic for hemorrhoids. So actually, before coming into my clinic, when I started up with the women's care, child and women's care, and women's health, hormonal balance, fertility, PCOS, menopause. You can take a disease condition and you can specify it for the practice. And for mental wellness also, anxiety, depression, sleeping disorders, emotional trauma. So all these things you can go for a psychiatric clinic, right? When you have completed your MD psychiatry, you can go adopt a specific clinic regarding psychiatry, and special clinic for lifestyle diseases. In the name board, you can give it like that. That for hypertension, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and fatigue syndromes. Okay. So, but most probably for cancer also, we have homeopathic clinics. So, action step which reflects will be what kind of patients energize you the most, and where have you seen the most success of transformation. Let me tell you one example from my clinical practice. A lady of 26 years old, blessed with 2 kids, she had poliolithiasis. She came to me and I said, it will take 6 months to 8 months, so you'll have to be patient. She said, okay. And when her poliolithiasis disappeared after our homeopathic remedies, and medicine given was Cardas and Chelidonium. And also her constitutional medicine was going on. It was Natramune. What personal experience or interest you can leverage, and this sort of an experiences which transforms with their consent, I can put it as a video, and how you need not go for an partial surgery, right? Instead you can give homeopathic medicine. So for poliolithiasis, if you are going for a surgical treatment, so it is very hard for persons. So homeopathy, the patient must trust you. That is more important. Staying a patient consistently for 6 months is very hard. In practice, I'm saying, because you should gain the trust of the patient and they should have confidence that doctor will definitely cure this case. Whenever a patient is coming to our clinic, first question, what do they raise? Like, will this condition be okay in homeopathy? So it is doctor's assurance. You should be very strong enough in mind that yes, I can do. Okay. So depending upon the conditions of the patient, you should be very careful. And starting with limited resources, you need not start big. Actually, the truth is you don't need a big clinic or a huge investment to begin. You need creativity, consistency, and connection. So creativity of ideas like putting your new videos, blogs, and all, and also posting your pages in Instagram pages, and also through your Facebook accounts, you can give your ads consistently, and in a connection between the people to the public community and yourself in a good rapport. And low cost strategies to start smart, like home visit, build trust, and offer personalized care. Of course, patients who are unable to come to your clinic, you can make home visits, right? So you can give them a fee, you can get them for a fee of less cost. Because I have visited home visits for certain cancer patients, and I used to feel pity actually, but pity doesn't gain money. I understood from my clinical practice. But thing is, being a doctor and being a genuine profession, being in a genuine profession, and I opt to do, purpose of my clinic is to do service apart from money. So I started my home visit and treating them. And so far I have treated 9 to 12 cases of cancer, and among that 8 cases, they all died in a peaceful way, actually receiving homeopathic treatments. They came to me saying that, doctor, I need a peaceful death, so can you help me, they asked me. And it was, each one's history was really pathetic. And being in this profession really, and being a female, I was moved by their personal history too. So each home visit, every night when I come home after home visit, I used to feel so, it used to disturb my mind. Then shared health spaces. Rent a few hours a week at a wellness center. Even if you couldn't open up a clinic, you can rent in a wellness center just for 2 hours in the evening consultation. I can use your clean space. Online platforms, virtual consultations from home. Why I'm sharing all these low cost strategies to start smart? Because after 5.5 years of study, or after completing your MD, starting up a clinic, again investing in 1 lakh rupees in that, your parents will be really worried. What is this? Again, 1 lakh you'll have to invest like that. So be smart in starting up a clinic with low cost strategies, right? And starting with limited resources, you have master tools free of cost. What's up? Actually, you people, young homeopaths now at present time, really you people are very lucky. Why? Because in our times, we doesn't have any WhatsApp or Facebook or what to say, Canva, or just to, we need to go for posters or pamphlets, like we need to spend money on that, and we'll have to give advertisement in newspapers in our local area region. Okay, so that was the condition when we started up a clinic. Nowadays digital marketing, so it is rising like anything, and you can fix an appointment, and you can go for a follow-up and a patient support. An easy online appointment booking is also available through Canly, and Zoom and DoxyMe secure video consultations, and you can design your own flyers, Instagram post, and branding materials through Canva, which is new to us, but still we people are practicing posting on Instagram and also branding our materials. We people are still learning and adapted to the new methods too. And building trust in your own community. Trust is equal to currency in healthcare. Of course, after 5.5 years study of UG and 3 years of PG, doing a service is a good purpose, but you need money for each and everything, right? So person from pharmacy won't give you medicines free except sample medicines, right? So you need to give money and buy it. And for your clinical setup, for your electricity bill, as well as your courier charges, so everything you need to pay. So where do the money come from? So you need to be very smart. People don't just buy your service, but they buy your credibility. So always be clever enough. As Haniman says, be an intellectual physician. Trust builds referrals, reputation, and long-term relationships. Of course, if you cure one patient, they'll bring 2 or 3 references from their side, and you will get a good reputation in that local area. And you should maintain the consistency of opening up your clinic daily at the correct time, because the neighborhood wala will say that doctor will be coming at 5:30 sharply. So you need to be on time. Punctuality is important when opening up a clinic also. More than being smart, this is also important. And a long-term relationship, you will have to be very genuine with the patient when you're giving an ideal cure. Why? Because this long-term, so far I have got many patients, and they used to invite me for their home functions, like baby shower function, their marriage, for age attaining function. So each and everything, I become a member of their family. Actually, it is something good. What Henneman mentioned in the first aphorism, the physician, THE in caps, right? So during these clinical practices of 25 years, I felt the importance of the physician. So it is something good vibe, which is always feeling with me as a homeopathic doctor. Building trust in your community, simple, effective trust building tips. So how could you do that? Host local awareness talks or camps. Educate them, don't just promote yourself. Share practical tips, not only theories, because people need practical tips. If you keep on saying theory, people will get bored up. Why I'm saying this? Because I just, during the International Year of Millets, I went for awareness camps for millets, spreading the awareness on millets. So when I went into colleges, there I could see students sitting lavishly, not hearing me when I say theory. But when I say practical tips and the importance of each and every millet, I do educate them. And after the session was over, they had lots of doubts asking for which millet I should take and what should I do to reduce my weight. So, will my cholesterol reduce? So, these were the questions. So, from the feedback from students, I could understand that I have educated them in a better way. So that was the success of my local awareness talks. And in camps, so I just go for a camps, free medical camps, along with Lions Club because they used to help me. And I used to talk about cancer awareness and also breastfeeding camps. I used to go and I say the importance of breastfeeding to them. So it should focus on to the relatable topics, right? Instead, it may be immunity, stress, child health, menstrual issues, whatever it is. So, your local talk awareness or camps today insist or educate people, right? Not just to promote yourself. And partner with local wellness spaces also. So, yoga centers, gyms, wellness gaps, they already attract your audience. So, completing BHMS, is it okay? Or should I do any course apart from that as a distant education? Nowadays, students are doing in Annamalai University. In Tamilnadu, I'm talking about Annamalai University. So, whatever university is available, and they are doing psychiatry, MSc psychology, MBA hospital management. So, related to healthcare field, those people are trying to do something. Why? Because, and I do study MSc yoga in Periyar University, Salem. Why I'm saying this? Because when I say to the patient regarding you'll have to improve your immunity, you'll have to reduce your stress. So people will ask for me, so what should I do? I will say them, do meditation 10 minutes early in the morning. So sit with Sin Mudra, just be quiet and calm. I used to say them. So this sort of a study will help us also. So I can open a yoga center also early morning from 5 to 6, or I can open up in an online. I can teach yoga to my patients also. So by this, I can gain money as well as I am so confident that along with my homeopathic treatment, this sort of a wellness will also move them forward towards helping them gain their lost health. Offer free health talks or short consultation booths. Of course, I go for Valga Valamudan. There is some Vedatra Magarishi centers here, and I used to go for free health talks. And they used to call me, give them something regarding nutritional awareness or about their disease conditions like that. So when I used to go for their wellness space, so I used to talk about free health talks there. So it is as usual, mutually benefited. Patients are getting educated as well as I'm getting patients from that. Offer compensators like first consultation discounts, pay what you can days, especially for students, women, or the elderly. So actually, I've got a story regarding my pay what you can. So when old people more than 60, so my clinic, when I opened in 2022, a new clinic, it was in the first floor. Patient has to climb up and come. So they used to put all old people. So it is difficult for them to climb. So I used to go down, treat them. And I used to take medicine from upstairs and give them, and I used to send them. And certain people used to climb up with the help of a stick. So after completing it, they'll be paying me only 50 rupees after getting 1 week of medicine or for medicine for 15 days. Actually, my son, who was my receptionist, he will say, Amma, if you serve like this, you will become very poor. I used to say, okay, no problem. I used to say. But when that old lady or old sir is moving downwards now with a stick, my son used to help them. He used to go along with them through downstairs, taking care of them. And after he sent the patient, he used to come and sit with me, and I used to say, "Why did you help them?" I said, "No, they'll fall." So I was scared, so I thought of helping them. So I said, actually, I also did with the same courtesy because they are not afford to pay me. I said, okay. So you and me are on the same line, I said, but you in a different way and myself in a different way. So main thing of a homeopath is patient's care that I understood through all my practices. And establishing an online presence, your online identity, your new clinic. Today, the first consultation happens on Google, not in your clinic. When I opened my clinic in 2022, people started searching my website. Then patients will search you before they see you. That is so true. After looking into my site, and in Ayodhya Padnam, Dr. Shanthi is available. They came to know. Then, with the mobile number placed over there, they'll call me and seek for an appointment. So, this is so true. So, keep your identity on websites too. So, establishing an online presence, you can start up with these three essentials like simple website, include your story, service, testimonials, or a basic blog. I used to upload, I used to go for an awareness camp. I used to post in that. And then if I'm going for a nutritional awareness in Valga Valamudan of Vedatra Magarishi, I used to post my service in that. So people will see to your blogs and then they'll proceed with you, whether they can come to you for treatment. And you can use tools like Wix, WordPress, or Squarespace. And I'm not using those tools, and I'm just saying it for you to understand. Okay, because those tools are not necessary, and I must learn all these things. Okay, and active social media presence. Choose 1 to 2 platforms. I chose Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. I learned how to place things in that, and now I'm proceeding on it. And share valuable, educational, and relatable content. And being a doctor, you know your responsibility in the society. So put it in a neat and clean, relatable content because content is more important nowadays. Googling my business listing makes you discoverable in your city. Collect reviews, post updates, and track visibility. Keep on reviewing that. Okay, then only you can have a sustainable growth. And offering online consultations, of course, it really works. And according to my experience on online consultations, I had a patient from Pune and one from Maharashtra, Bombay. And actually, what happened in my online consultation was when male cases are coming and they'll be continuously calling you, like, see, I have an itching here, there, and all. So it was little bit irritating on online consultation, but being a doctor, you can't show your irritation or show your anger on online. So you'll have to be staying calm and quiet, and in a genuine manner, you'll have to tell them, okay, you'll have to proceed. And sometimes they would never pay for our consultations also on online. We would have spent a half an hour for that. So be smart on online consultations. So why it works is wider reach, consult patients beyond your city or country, flexible hours, choose your schedule, work from home, and most female doctors never practice nowadays. And my kind request is do practice all the female doctors. Why? Because we have got an online consultations, right? Work from home, you can adopt this method, and according to your work schedule and household responsibilities, you can go at least 2 hours for an online consultation. And if you're getting 1 or 2 patients on online, really it is the benefit for our family, and as a homeopath you will feel very happy. Low overhead, no need for a specific phase or a large setup. One table and chair is enough, right? And you need not go for a specific phase of a clinical setup. And then recommended platforms like Practo and HealthSpeaks, where medical professionals, they are just giving the recommended platforms, and easy appointment systems also, and Doxime and Zoom. And if there are queries also, HIPAA, they are also helping you, right? So this is a video conferencing solutions where they are helping you to complain, make a complaint on video calls if something goes wrong. And tips for staying professionally online. See, when you go up for a clinic, you dress properly, right? And you should be very, just looking at it, it should be very genuine. So for online consultation also, dress like you are in a clinic, build respect and trust visibility, and use a clear audio and lighting. Patient must hear you and see you well, right? Then you can contact with the patient and talk. No poor audio as well as lighting, because it will create a bad image. Neutral background is important. Avoid distractions and use a plain wall or a branded banner. If you have a clinical advertisement, you can use it on the background row. And be punctual and prepared. Respect patient's time. It builds loyalty. Of course, you not make the patient wait, and you also need not wait for the patient as you grow up, right? So be punctual as well as respect patient's time too. This is really important. And creating and selling homeopathic products. So what do we do actually? Apart from our clinic, what we can go as an entrepreneur? Customized wellness kits, stress relief, allergy seasons, menstrual care. Nowadays, certain homeopaths I can feel they are preparing soaps, right? And also different varieties of soaps. And with the skincare cup, it also helps them along with our homeopathic remedies. So in skin hair remedies, acne, eczema, hair fall, pigmentation, and immunity boosters, post illness recovery kits, wellness kits, and preventive care. And this wellness kits and for kids, I used to pack medicines for them, and at what condition, because they are abroad and they need medicines. I used to label each thing, and they used to write a few lines on that medicine, and the patients are suffering that. You just give me a call and I'll tell them at what medicine and what potency you'll have to use. So this sort of entrepreneurship is also now necessary. Start small and be smart. Partner with a licensed pharmacist or a homeopathic pharmacy. Begin with one or two high demand products to test the market. Use simple packaging, but make it professional and trustworthy. So make it professional and trustworthy. I'll tell you some good examples. Like, see, being a homeopathic doctor, I can't go and open an idli shop, right? With some curries. What people will say? Madam doesn't have a good practice in clinic and she started an idli shop. So that will be looking unprofessional. And being unprofessional, let your thinking be also in a positive way, something high, right? So you can go on the healthcare because you are related to the healthcare system. And you should gain the trust of the patient. So I decided, what should I do as an entrepreneur homeopath? So later years, from 2022, I started producing my own brand, right? I'll tell you in the further slides. And creating such brands for yourself. So there are legal issues and you should follow the local regulations and get proper approvals if needed, right? And proper approval from the government is also needed. And high quality, like storage, sourcing, and shelf life must be standard. If you are preparing a content of food items or something like storage and shelf life of the tonic or a syrup, so you should maintain all these things with a high quality. So being an intellectual physician, we people are also responsible physicians in the society. So as I said earlier, branding and trust, use clean design, real testimonials, and clear instructions to the patients who are getting your products, right? Apart from your medicines, and you can go for such things, and even you can brand your medicines name as you grow. And this is some of those health mix, my brand. And I started preparing for my diabetic patients. And now for the past 3 years, I'm on it. And consistently and as well as for sustainability, You should have a good rapport between the patients and in the society. So this is my brand, and I'm a small entrepreneurship also, being a homeopath, right? So though in my clinic as a homeopath as well as an entrepreneurship, this is the need of the heart for each and every homeopath. Be a thought leader, not just a practitioner. So, educating through content. People don't want treatment, they want understanding. So, being a homeopath, each and every one of you will understand your patients, I do guess. Position yourself as a guide and not just a doctor, because they respect you, they fold their hands and say, Vanakkam, doctor. So each and everything, Nandri, doctor. So they give you thank you in each and every visit of your clinic, right? So you become personalized doctor to them, right? So not as a practitioner, but being a thought leader and educating, building influence, write ebooks, blogs, and magazine columns. So, writing about the disease condition, about the wellness in the medias or LinkedIn website, collaborating with newspapers, topic regarding homeopathy myths, patient success stories, and seasonal health tips during summer season, during cold season. So, you will have to give some health tips to the patient. So, this keeps you moving and sustaining in your field, and publishing on the your research work on the websites and LinkedIn. So it will help them to see. Not all the patients will come to LinkedIn or something like collaborating with medias, right? But when you post it on Facebook or WhatsApp and YouTube or your website, people are responding to it. And start a YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel or a podcast, and video and audio builds deep connection. Talk about common condition, frequently asked questions, or interview fellow healers. So this will develop your business too, right? So creating short reels for Instagrams or Facebooks, like remedy spotlights, you can say, busting homeopathic myths. Nowadays, people have homeopathy myths like it takes time to cure. So people are visiting allopathy. So you can think about it, young homeopaths. Lifestyle tips, and keep it short, engaging, and visually clean. See, posting it in reels on Instagram or Facebook or a YouTube video, patient won't sit and watch you for continuous 5 minutes. You should be very smart. Give the content within a second or within 1 minute, and follow the same old trendy how you start and how you end, and keep the content in a clean way, okay, and keep them engaging in a short message. That is what people want nowadays, not a list like stories, right? So be smart in that. And also why it matters educating, because marketing without selling is waste. Of course, without marketing, you can't even sell a product. So it builds trust in you, visibility and credibility. They are watching with both eyes what you people, what doctors are doing. Even before a patient books an appointment, they are looking at you. They are asking from their friends in clinic, okay, shall we proceed? Everything. So you should be very smart. Quick content ideas, you can post it like, for example, 3 myths about homeopathy you still believe, and remedies that help during menstrual camps. Make it short videos. How I helped a 10-year-old migraine patient to recover from that. So all these quick contents will give you, and you will be on the field live. And here, money matters even in healing, of course. So, in this era, end of 21st century, money matters. Being a healer and being financially wise can and should go together. Financial clarity gives you freedom, growth, and sustainability. So, being a homemaker at home, being a homeopathic physician, when I look into patients and monthly, I'm earning 20 to 25,000 rupees from my clinic at evening consultations. So this gives you a financial clarity, right? So though I'm working as a professor in a college, evening from 5:30 to 8:30, my clinical time gives me some freedom, some growth, and I'm trying to maintain its sustainability for the past 25 years. Of course, it is hard for a female, but we can come across and we can overcome. I'm confident. And I'm teaching you guys also to have that financial clarity, which gives you freedom, growth, as well as sustainability. And step one, track every rupee. So start taking income, expenses, and savings from day one. So from day one till now, I do maintain my registers. I have my income and expense columns in my register, new cases, old cases. Daily, I used to write. And you can store it in Excel sheet also. But as I'm practicing from 2005, so it is hard for me to save it in Excel, but still I do maintain my accounts in Excel sheet. But I do write my registers yearly. I used to 2 years once I used to buy a register and track my income expense as well as patients. How many patients after a month is over? I used to see what are the new cases I got through this month and what are the expenses I have made. So after if I'm gaining 20,000 rupees in a clinic in a month and I'm giving it for pharmacy, electricity bill, everything, I have got at least 18,000 or 16,000 in hand as my savings, right? So this is something good, right? Categorize consultation fees, product sales, and clinical rent, marketing, everything. So even if you apply for a posters, you need to spend rupees 2,500 per pamphlets, right? If you're giving it in a newspaper, inserting your pamphlets, you need to pay the newspaper wala 500 rupees for 500 pamphlets to keep inside newspapers. So categorize everything and be clever enough to make a chart work and then proceed, because track every single rupee. And also financial basis for homeopathic entrepreneurs. You can use Excel or Google Sheets, which is free, easy, customizable. And I'm using Excel sheets and QuickBooks, Sogos, and Viper for invoicing and GST. I'm not doing this. And bookkeeping. I do maintain a record for all these things. And step three, learn these three key points, key concept. Pricing strategy, don't underchange out of your value or time and skill. Why? Because see, if anybody is giving a free treatment, people will go there. But being a homeopath, value your time and skill. The 5.5 years of journey of spent learning and 3 years of your PG, MD, what you have done. So the value of your study, value of your time and your skill, you're giving to the patient and gaining their confidence. So don't underestimate yourself and reduce your prices. Okay, you can help them, you can serve the poor, but thing is, you should maintain your dignity too. And profits margin, know how much you are actually earning after expenses. So now consultation fees, I'm getting rupees 100. People will say, but I am in a village side area. So if I say 500 my consultation fees, people never come. So plan according to the area and to the place where you are. So in city side, if you can go for some higher profit margins. Reinvestment, put profits back into better tools, marketing, and new offerings. So you'll have to, not alone serving is good, but you'll have to reinvest, because that is how you maintain your marketing level and sustainable growth. Okay. From practice to purpose driven enterprise. So it took me 20 years of my lifetime to scale my impact. So once you have built trust, systems, and visibility, it times to scale your impact just to start big. So paying an 800 rupees of my clinic payment, rent, I mean. So starting my own clinic with 8 lakhs rupees. So this is purpose driven enterprise. So starting with from small, I'm dreaming big and it takes some years to achieve. But Things are different nowadays. People wanted to become millionaires overnight. So, where is the hard work? Where is the faith? Where is the trust? Right? Where is the visibility? So, it takes time to grow. So, be calm, be patient. Time will come and you'll have to improve your business too. So, smart ways to grow your homeopathy brand: hire junior practitioners, train them under your philosophy, expand consultation capacity without overworking yourself. So, when you are a responsible doctor and a consultant, you will have to expand your consultancy without overworking yourself. That is the smartest idea, right? And collaborating with other holistic experts like psychologists, yoga therapists, and nutritionalists, so that you'll have to pay them little also along for your consultation, for their consultations, because this is the integrated system what we call nowadays, right? Create integrated healing programs and retreats, open branches or explore franchising. So we could go for a franchising too. So you setting up a clinic for a student or a practitioner, so it works out and you'll gain some money. Once your system works, replicate it. So best exploration for this franchisee is Black Picoy Chai Wala, right? So in Tamilnadu, I can see then and there, and also Karpati Coffee. So these people are branding, franchising then and there. So in homeopathy also we can franchise. So be bold and be strong, and you can start your work. Focus on quality control and brand consistency. That is important. Okay. Quality is important in homeopathy, and also your brand. Create an app or subscription model like monthly health plans, self-care kits, or video consultation bundles where you can get some money, and digital tools for wider impact with less time. Okay. So these are all the good opportunities being a homeopathic entrepreneurship. And final thoughts are: vision plus action gives you success. Not alone thinking, I'll have to do this, that, everything. Thinking alone can't implement anything. So you will have to implement certain of your visions into action, then you will become success in your business. So your vision fuels your inner journey, and purpose gives direction, patience gives meaning, and persistency brings result. Persistence means consistent in doing things, so that gives you the result. And key reminders to carry forward: be purpose driven, let service be your foundation, being a gentle homeopath, and stay patient centric. Healing comes from empathy actually, and remain persistent. Success comes with consistency, not overnight miracle. Please do understand this. And entrepreneurship is a marathon. You will face challenges, you will have many downfalls, you will make mistakes. But if you keep learning, adapting yourself, and serving on this field, you will keep moving forward for sustainable growth. So, thank you. And any questions, please let me know from you. Dr. Lavanya, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for such enlightening session. It was quite knowledgeable, ma'am. We have learned so many things, that how to move on after the BHMS, after the MD, or the new ideas, how to start up. So thank you, ma'am. And the participants, if you have any questions, comment in the comment box. Ma'am will be answering. Yeah.
Yes.
Hope the topic is clear with them, ma'am. I think it's quite knowledgeable, ma'am. So,
Any doubts?
ma'am.
Anything I should clear? Somebody has raised the hand. Yes, somebody has raised the hand.
Participants, if you have any questions, kindly raise the hand or comment in the comment box. Ma'am will be answering. Yeah.
Okay, then, if they are very clear about it.
Ma'am, I hope they are very clear with the topic, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Then finally, I thank the team AIHSAYA for giving me such an opportunity, and my special thanks to Dr. Lavanya, who is the General Secretary of AIHSAYA. And once again, I thank you all, and thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We thank you so much for the enlightening session. And thank you all the participants. And we will come back with the soon with the other session. So we'll be having a national seminar on tomorrow at NIH Kolkata. The theme will be holistic review on the healthcare, which was the dream project of Narendra Modi ji. So the details have been pinned in the Instagram, and you can check it out and do registration. Everyone has a free entry, and it is an online and offline program. So make use of it, and you can. The registered participants will be getting the e-certificate. So kindly check out the details in the Instagram and Facebook, and we will be giving the details in the WhatsApp group also. So kindly check it out and make use of it. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you all the participants, and we hope the session is quite enlightening. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.